What's up, guys? Welcome to Club Cal Online. I'm Coach Seth. Got Tesh with me today, and we're going to go through a muscle up series today. So I'm going to get you guys all the way warmed up, and at the end of class, if you have a muscle up, I'm going to let you go for it. In the meantime, tools-wise, you're going to need a set of rings, of course, ones that you can adjust up and down, and just a couple small weights. We have a couple cans of beans, and we're going to use this to warm the shoulders up. So once you have your small weights, maybe 2 pounders, 3 pounders, these are about 1 pound. I want you guys to hold on to them. You're going to stand in place, and we're going to start with just a lateral raise for the shoulders. About 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Awesome. So these weights should be light. You might even go up to 5 pounders, but we're going to do quite a few reps. 30 seconds is a few. Boom. Nothing too specific here. We're just standing up nice and straight, lifting our arms to the side. Nice and smooth. 3, 2, 1. Keep your body position. Now just lift to the front. 3, 2, 1, and go. So whether you guys have never done a muscle up before, or if you've done quite a few, you guys should all be able to use this class. I'm going to give a lot of different options, progressions. If you've mastered the muscle up, you're pretty good at it. I'm still going to throw some foundations in there, some things you might be able to clean up. Three, 2, 1. Tesh, I'm going to have you face that way. You guys are going to get into a bent over position, staring at the floor, back is flat, and you're going to do rear flies. A little bit of a bend in the elbow. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So now we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice, Tesh. So again, hopefully the weight you're using isn't too heavy. If it is heavy, just set the weight down. 3, 2, 1, stand up. And now we're going to take the elbows straight to the side, 90 degrees in both elbows, and we're just going to rotate up and down. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. What I meant by set the weight down is maybe you get a few reps. Oh, it's a little too heavy, set it down. You can do it without weight. Especially this one, you don't want to go too heavy on this one. Nice. Tesh is showing example. And 3, 2, 1. You guys can move those weights off to the side. And now we're going to the floor. We're going to do some table rocks. So I'm going to have Tesh sit on his butt. He's going to put his hands behind him. Oh, actually, I'm going to have you stay up.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, table rocks. So you'll put your hands behind you, and now you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to push your hips up. That's it. Yep, you can go for it. Guys, so fingers are facing backward, hips go up, shoulders pull back. You can join us at home. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, we didn't do this one in the rehearsal. Nice, so we are feeling a stretch through our chest, through the front of our shoulders, and we're feeling a squeeze between our shoulder blades every time you press up. Nice, Tesh. A few more seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to have Tesh flip over, so now he's on hands and knees. And we're going to stay with the knees down for a second. I want you guys to pinch your shoulder blades together, let your chest go to the floor, and then you're going to push your shoulder blades apart, pushing into the floor, down and up. If you guys have done this before and you're pretty comfortable with it, you can go onto your toes. If you want to show a plank version of this, Tesh. And the same thing can be done out here. So you guys at home, we're going to go 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. We're trying not to move the spine a lot. We're trying to make this as much shoulder blade only as possible. Elbows are staying locked. Tesh is doing a great job of that. Nice, Tesh. We're keeping the whole body tight. The legs are tight. The legs are together. The glutes are tight. 10 more seconds. You're either on your knees or on your toes. 3, 2, 1, and release. You can stay on the knees, and now we're going to work on stretching our wrists a little bit for false grip on the rings, and I'll talk more about it when we get there. So I want you guys to put the back of your hands on the floor, elbow pits forward, and I want you guys to try to lock your elbows as best you can. It can be a little bit tough. We're just staying here for a little bit of a stretch. The closer your hands get to your knees, you can take a little pressure off. If you put your hands in front of your knees, it's going to take more pressure. So both are okay, just depending on where you're at. Now I want you to take some elbow bends and straighten. Bend and straighten. It's going to intensify the stretch a little more at the top. And do that for about 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lift your hands up off the floor. Might feel a little bit sore. Everybody's at a different spot with these. So if this is really intense on you, bring those hands close to the knees. We're going to do it again. This time, fingers are facing you instead of forward. So again, we're trying to lock the elbows. And if you watch Tesh's elbows, he's trying to rotate the elbow pit forward. Same idea. We're going to hang out here for a little stretch. You can rock a little bit side to side like Tesh is doing. You can rock a little forward and back. It doesn't have to be static. And now same thing we did before. Bend the elbows a little bit. That's less stretch. Straighten the elbows, more stretch. Bend and straighten. Nice, Tesh. If you've never done this before, it's going to feel pretty weird, but you'll understand why when we get to the false grip on the rings. Three, two, one, sit back, roll those wrists out again. I'm going to give Tesh a little break. He's going to keep doing that. Watch me this time. Now, last time we're going to go fingers pointing toward each other. We're going to try to straighten the elbows again, and then we're going to curl the hands up and then bring them back flat. You'll notice I'm having a hard time keeping my elbows locked. I'm just trying to do what I can. And then I'm curling them in and back out. So now we're going to go ahead with Tesh. Go ahead, put your hands down, fingers in, lock the elbows. 3, 2, 1, and try to close those hands and open. Nice, bud. And we're trying to get all of our fingers up, all of our knuckles up off the floor, which is tough to do. You guys are going to feel that forearm muscle that's required to flex the wrist like this. That's going to be really important when we get to the rings. And 3, 2, 1, hands off the floor one last time, roll those guys out. And let's stand it up. Okay, if you guys have chalk, I'm going to have you show the way that we put chalk on. If you have chalk, it's useful. You'll put it right on the pinky side of your palm. And you can see Tesh the way he's doing it here. Just cover this area. You don't have to put chalk everywhere else, but you can if you want. You can even do the chalk clap if you want. Sweet. And now I want you guys to head to the rings. Adjust your rings really quickly to about chest to shoulder height, somewhere in there. And we're going to work on our false grip right away. If you need to adjust them, hit pause. We'll be here. False grip. I want you guys to try to get the ring into the crook of your hand, right on that pinky side. If your rings slide, a way I like to do it is I grab the side of the ring with my wrist cocked in that position, and then I just slide it to the bottom. This is the false grip. If I try to slide my hand up, I can't touch my palm. If I can touch my palm, I'm not in false grip. Again, I curl it really tight, now I'm in false grip. So we're gonna try to hold on to that and do some rows. Let's do it. So he finds the position, he finds his false grip, he's using all of his fingers tight, and now he's going to just sit back, lean back, and we're gonna do some body weight false grip rows. We're gonna do 10 of these guys. Once you're in position, follow along. That's 2, 3, 4. You have to keep a hard grip, otherwise that ring's gonna slide out. You're gonna lose your false grip. How many is that, Tesh?
6.
7. 8, keeping that tight grip, keeping the forearm flexed. 9. And 10. Awesome. Take those hands off. Again, if you've never done false grip, it's going to feel really weird. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. You'll actually build a little callus right in that spot where the chalk is. So now we're going to do a straight arm false grip hold. By the way, the reason we do false grip is because for a strict muscle up, you need a false grip. It's much harder to get on top of the rings without a false grip. That's why we're doing it. So Tesh is going to get himself into false grip. He's going to lower himself beneath the rings, and then he's going to try to lift his feet off the ground. The reason I wanted you guys to put the rings about chest height is so you can use the floor if you need to. We're going to do a 20-second hold. That is with the toes on the ground or with them off the ground holding full weight. So find your grip, get it close to the chest. You guys are going to straighten out, and we're going to hang in 3, 2, 1, and hang. Toes on the ground or toes in the air. That's up to you. Nice. Imagine I'm there and I'm trying to touch your palm. If I can't touch your palm, you're probably in your false grip still. 5 more seconds. Tesh has his toes just touching the floor. This is a tough movement. 3, 2, 1, release. Shake those hands out a little bit. You guys are probably going, I hate false grip. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, it's tough. But again, once we get to the muscle up, it'll make sense. It's just needed. All right. One more time, guys, we're going to go through that again. If your false grip rows went pretty well, you're going to do some false grip pull-ups this time. So that's what Tesh is going to do here. He's going to do 5 pull-ups. If you guys are doing rows, you're going to do 10 rows. You can start right now. Otherwise, let's join Tesh for our pull-ups. So you're going to find your false grip, put the hands close to the chest. We're going to lower down, and that's when you can lift the feet off the ground or do them assisted. Boom. So Tesh, go ahead and show both versions. Yep, so you can do these assisted, or you can bring the feet right off the ground. Awesome. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Nice, bud. If you guys have the goal of a strict muscle up, every time you do pull-ups, try to pull yourself as high as you can. Because the more strength you have here, the lower you can pull the rings, the easier the transition is going to be. And so Tesh was doing that. He was pulling, and he was really trying to get his hands low on his chest, which is great. And now we're going to do that straight arm hang one more time. So you guys are going to find your false grip again. We're going to do another 20 seconds where we hang beneath with our arms straight. Assisted or not, up to you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and hang. Nice, bud. If you guys slip out of your false grip, that's okay. Put your feet down, find your false grip, join us again. Nice, Tash. How's that false grip feeling?
Feels good.
Yeah, you're locked in. 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake those hands out. I'm going to give you guys a little break. I'm going to lower the rings. Tesh is going to grab a little more chalk. So you guys at home, I want you to lower the rings to about belly button height because we're going to be doing some stuff on top of the rings. Down we go. That's about right. This is also a good time for a rest. .2. All right, guys. If your rings aren't set up yet, just hit pause, finish what you got to do. Like I said, we're going to do some stuff on top of the rings. So a muscle up is you start beneath the rings, you do a false grip pull up, you go through a transition, which I'm going to talk about later, and then you have to do a dip. And so you have to be able to do a pull up, you have to be able to do a dip. And then when you get to the top, that position when you finish is called top support. So we're going to practice that right now. If you need to, you can put a stool underneath, or you can bring your rings low enough that you can do a top support with your toes just touching the floor. With it at belly button height, your feet will be off the floor. So go ahead and try what Tesh is going to do first, and then you can adjust accordingly. Tesh is going to jump up onto the rings with straight elbows. The one thing I want you to focus on is pushing your shoulders down and keeping everything tight. We're going to do a 20-second hold in 3, 2, 1, top support. Nice, Tesh. So again, everyone might be at a different spot here. If you need to lower the rings and tap your feet on the floor, that's okay. Or put a bench underneath. If you have somebody else around, they could spot the rings for you because it's going to be tough. They might want to shoot out. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1, release. I'm going to keep you guys moving. Now we're going to do a bent arm false grip hold. So again, you're going to find your false grip position. This time I want you guys to turn your knuckles in towards your chest as you sink down. Elbows super close to your body, and you can see the rings touch. That's one of my favorite cues for this. They should be really close together. And you guys are going to hang here with tippy toes or hanging. We've got 20 seconds here. Bent arm, false grip, hang. All right, set it up at home, guys. 3, 2, 1, and hold. You can have your toes on the floor, that's okay. I want you to try to get those closer together. Knuckles to your chest. Yep, this is the toughest part for you. Tesh is so strong, he actually can do muscle ups out here, but we're bringing him in today. Keep holding, guys, keep holding. 3, 2, 1, release. How'd that go?
It's good.
It's tough for close, right?
It is really
yeah.
tough getting it close.
For most of us guys, your strongest muscle up is with your arms super close to your body. Tesh has been doing this for a long time. He can do it with his arms out. So just know that this is where we want to start. One more movement with the rings low. We're going to do some assisted dips. You want to hop up? So this is about belly button height. Again, if you need to lower it more to get more assistance, please do. Tesh is going to go into top support. And he's going to lower down in a ring dip, and his feet are going to touch the floor right at the bottom to give him some support. He's going to pull his elbows back, get down low, and then he's going to go back up. Awesome. We're going to do 5 together, guys. So 3, 2, 1. Let's join Tesh. And 1. We're coming down. The chest comes forward. That's okay. Back to the top. 2. You might be supported this whole time. That's all right. Or you might not need any support. 3. Good pace, Tesh. 4. 1 more. And 5. Break time.
Oh, goodness.
Break time, shake your arms out. Poor Tesh, I've had him just going nonstop. Okay, guys, we're going to take a break. And then we're going to do that series one more time. And then we're going to get to the muscle up progressions. So grab some water if you want to. Put some more chalk on. Hang out. We're gonna go through those moves again. We'll do that top support, we'll do that bent arm hang, and then we'll do those dips. You guys have 20 more seconds. Gonna have some muscle ups in you after all this?
Can you do me a favor? Can we lower the rings a little bit lower?
Yeah, deal.
So when we do the dips, I'm using the floor as some support.
More supported, yeah. Deal. Guys, so we're gonna lower the rings a little bit to save a little energy. You guys can do that at home as well. The muscle up is a tough movement because you have a lot of preparation you need to do to keep your shoulders healthy, but you don't want to wear yourself out too much either. So choose a progression. Even if you could do full dips, maybe do assisted dips like Tesh is doing here. I think that should be about right. Yeah. You're about the same height as me, right? All right. All right, guys, we're going to go do that 20-second top support again. Again, supported or not. You ready, bud?
Ready.
So set it up. 3, 2, 1, and hold that position. Nice, that's just toes right off. There's something that I haven't mentioned yet, guys, and that's ring turnout. And so if you are feeling pretty comfortable here and they're pretty steady, start to turn the rings out. It's going to externally rotate your shoulders. It's going to make you very upright. That is an advanced position. 3, 2, 1, release. And I'll have you do a lot of support when you do your bent arm hang too. Now we're going to a false grip bent arm hang. Tesh brought the rings down. He's going to put more support in his legs, and he's just going to hold this position here. Up to you guys. You can do that as well. So let's do it. Set it up. 3, 2, 1, and pull those elbows in super tight. Keep that false grip. Use the feet on the floor if you need to. I like that. Nice, dude. See if you can get the front of those rings together by curling in even more. Nice. Keep holding, guys. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1, and release.
Let me just adjust. I think this one fell lower.
Oh, sorry, bud.
No, sorry.
My fault. I adjusted the rings. One's higher than the other. Awesome. And now assisted dips or full dips. We have 5 reps. And then, like promised, we're going to get to some muscle-up stuff. All right, so find yourself in that top position, top support above the rings. And we're going to do 5. Let's do it. And 1. We're doing dips. As much support in the legs as you need. 2. 3. 4. At the bottom of these reps, guys, try to pull your elbows in toward each other. Last one, 5.
I didn't even do 5.
That was enough. Yeah, that was 5. That's 5. All right, shake those arms out. So now we're going to talk about the transition. Bring the rings low if they're not already low. I'm going to give Tesh a break. I'm going to demo this one. I want you guys to go into that bent arm hang position that we had. And what I want you to do is put your feet right underneath you. You're going to pull the rings to the side of you as your hands are going to do this position from here. Forearms are going to stay tight against the body. Hands are going to trace until they're right here. My favorite cue is like Superman pulling his shirt off. Just right to here and back. That's our transition. So what I want you guys to do is floss this 5 times from here to the bottom of the dip and back. And you can see my feet are on the ground. Use your feet as much as you need. Let's do 5 of those, Tesh. You're in false grip, then you're on top of the rings, and then you're in false grip again. It's important you curl your knuckles, your wrists to get back. 5 reps. And 1. Back down. 2. 3. For most of us, this is where we get stuck in a strict muscle up. 4. 1 more. And 5. Boom. If you guys are watching Tesh, he has quite a bit of space between his arms and his body. Again, that's because he's so strong. When you're starting, keep the forearms touching the body. You'll have the best chance that way. Okay, baby muscle up. Baby muscle up is a muscle up all the way from the floor. So what I want you guys to do is sit on the floor, have your rings at, again, about navel height, find your false grip, use your feet. You're going to do a pull-up, transition, and then you're going to come to the top into your top support, and you're done. We're going to do 3 of those reps. As we go through different progressions, you guys can stay at that current progression. You can try the next one, and you're going to find whatever one you can still do, and you'll keep doing it. Even if you are awesome at muscle-ups, try baby muscle-up. See if you have the foundation. So all the way at the bottom, false grip, and let's do it. 1, pulling up through your transition to top support. Good. And we'll go all the way back to the bottom. Yeah, don't worry about the negative too much. And 2. We've talked about a lot. I've mentioned a lot of cues. Mainly on this one, I want you guys to just pull your hands really low as you can on the way up. And break time. Nice, dude.
Thank you.
If that was a challenge, I want you to stay right there. And when Tesh is doing this next progression, I want you to do more of those baby muscle ups. If that was relatively easy for you, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to do a negative. You're going to start at the top. We're going to lower down with or without support on the floor. You're going to go through your transition, and you're going to lower to the floor. Ideally, if you're getting close to your muscle up, these are raised up, and you're doing this in the air on your own. Whew. I'm going to give Tesh some rest time.
I feel like the shoulders more than anything else.
A lot. So I'm going to give you a little while, and then I'll have you do a negative. Do you want to do assisted negative?
Sure, we can do that, yeah.
So keep it at this height. Cool. There's so many options. There's so many ways to do this. Just try to find one that I've shown you guys and use that. I'll give you about 30 seconds more rest. Man, and then after this, it's full muscle up. Let's make sure you have some energy by the time you get there. All right, you ready? You want to just show one?
We're going to be doing
from top support all the way beneath, so full negative. Okay. All right, guys, so Tesh is going to show an assisted negative. Like I said, this can be with rings higher, unassisted, but I'm going to save Tesh for the full muscle ups in a moment. So if you're ready to try negative, you're going to go to the top into top support, and you're going to lower down. You can watch Tesh or you can join along. Top support, he's going to lower down into the bottom of a dip. He's going to keep his hands super close. That's the toughest part in that transition, and he's going to lower his butt to the ground. Awesome. Nice, Tesh. All right. Give that a shot. See how it went. You guys can hit pause, try a couple reps. We're going to go right to full muscle ups. If you're joining us, you're going to want to raise those rings up. Let's see here. Looks like about 5. Do you mind having some extra strap nearby? All right, guys, so now Tesh is going to do 3 sets of 2 reps. You guys can do full muscle ups. You guys can do baby muscle ups. You guys can do muscle up negatives. You can do just pull-ups. If you don't have really strong pull-ups yet, work there. Otherwise, you guys are going to join along. Like I said, 3 sets of 2, and we're going to take a minute rest in between. This is what the entire class has been about. Maybe you're really close to your muscle up. This is your chance to try it, see if you get one. All right, bud. So you guys can join at home. Find your false grip to start. If you're doing a full muscle up, you're going to hang beneath the rings. Let's see what Tesh has got. Nice, Tesh. You guys at home, go for it. That's 1. Coming back down, back up. Oh, got stuck.
Oh, got stuck. There goes that pulling power.
And take a break, guys. All right. So like I said, guys, we're going to take a minute. And you can do any progression, negative, full muscle up, baby muscle up. I think what we'll do is we'll do one more full version with Tesh, and then we're going to lower down for our 3rd set. So you guys should just be taking a rest right now. Grabbing some water, finding some more chalk. There you go, bud. Give you a little more space with those straps. Shake those arms out. What happened to Tesh is what happens to most of us, especially as we get a little more tired. We get to our transition and we get stuck. We get stuck right here. That's where a lot of people are still sitting with their muscle ups. A good way to get through that position is to work on the transition more. Floss that, put that into your training. Get really good at the transition and that'll be easier. My favorite cue is pull fast. You get to the bottom, try to pull up as quick as you can. That'll give you just a little bit more space to get through the transition. It's technically not the most strict, super slow version, but it'll help you get your first muscle up. You ready, bud?
Yes.
So round 2, again, you guys get 2 baby muscle ups, 2 muscle up negatives, or full muscle ups. Let's do it. And I'm going to give you that cue. Pull fast. Yes, beautiful. Don't worry about slowing it down too much. Nice, guys. That was 1. Do 1 more. If you're doing full, pull fast. Yes, Tesh. Nice. And take your break. Nice, man. Yeah. Faster pull. You guys have seen those challenges perhaps on social media where you try to do a muscle up in a minute, and so you have to go through that transition super slow. That's very, very advanced. Going through that motion slow is awesome, but it's really hard. Do you want to do full for your last one, or do you want to do a different progression? Cool. Let's bring it down then. I'll have you do 2 negatives to finish. So Tesh is going to mix it up. He's going to do different progressions. You guys at home, you can do the same thing. You have to find where you're at. You have to do something challenging, but something that you can accomplish so that you can keep progressing. Cool. So I'm still going to give you about 15 seconds, and then we're going to do our final round. And then we're done today. How you feeling?
Shot.
Yeah, burnt out. Yeah.
In a good way, though.
Good. Okay. Tesh is going to do negatives. Again, you guys do whatever version you want. Let's do it. Tesh is going to get into top support. And 1. Tesh is going to control himself down, hit his dip position, find his transition, down to the bottom. He's going to jump back up to the top. And 2. And down. Boom. Break time. Nice, Tesh.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. We went through a lot of stuff. Hopefully you guys learned some things and got a workout while you're at it. If you are feeling great and you want to get some more, do a couple more rounds of whatever version you're doing. That'll take you to 5 rounds. That's a good strength stimulus. Thanks for taking class, and I'll see you guys next time.